Matt? Muted right now. Maybe she's up to a little dance. Matt, can you hear us?
Yes, I can. How are you? Can you hear me? Let's see. Can you hear me? I could hear you.
Acres.
Yeah.
Yes, okay. Okay. Oh. It looks like, Matt, can you hear us? You're on mute.
I can
Aha.
hear you every few words. Can you hear me?
Madam Co-Chair, to call it to order.
Oh, grief. I wasn't aware. All right. Call the meeting to order. I can't see the time.
It is 2:12.
Yeah, we're on 1-4 with Matt. The new today,
Yeah, that sheet, the sign up sheet,
right?
people, I brought applications just in case as well. Never know.
So can we even approve the minutes of
With
this
3
small
people,
number?
we should wait until the next meeting.
Okay,
We should wait.
so we'll set that aside
Okay.
today.
Okay.
Benches on Main Street. We have some more?
Well, so we talked at the last meeting about how we're gonna put people on notice that they're there, maybe do a little PR. And then Pat put that article together. And I'm gonna ask the town manager and the town clerk to put that out. I'm wondering if we should get an Instagram account. When I was at that, just to mention that downtown meeting yesterday, someone on there was talking about marketing. Can't remember what town he was talking about, and he made the observation that, and I know Facebook is for older people, right? Because my nieces and nephews. But he was talking about the demographic, and it's over 55, I think it was. And then there's TikTok, which is the much younger group, and Instagram's in the middle. So if we're only putting things on Facebook and the town website, we're missing,
Big audience.
yeah. So I know we're not in a formal discussion about marketing, and I don't know, Matt, you have a new staff person. Does that person have any marketing background?
Yeah, can you hear me? Okay. Can you hear me okay at all? No?
Matt, you're not muted, but we can't hear you.
Um, How about now? I'm not sure why. How about now? No, maybe you can't hear me at all.
Mouth, so I can't even tell if he's trying to talk.
I'm
Oh,
trying
he's
to,
nodding, he's nodding, he's nodding, okay.
but I don't know why. Maybe I don't know if you have a volume that you can turn up or something.
You've got him on mute.
No, he has the option to mute, but I don't have him on mute. Like I
I'm on
could
mute.
unmute him. Sorry.
How about now?
Well,
No?
shoot.
Can you see my chat?
Hear you. I cannot hear well, though.
No? You can
Um,
see my.
we gotta remember to lean into our microphones. I'm not sure why we can't. I guess we could communicate via the text for now. Okay, so it is the leaning in. So the question at present is, does your new staff person have any marketing experience? I don't know if you heard us, we're just talking about maybe having an Instagram account, some other social media. Yes. Excellent. Write that name down.
Oh, it's Dana Price?
Is it Dana or is it Danya? Dana?
Danya.
Do you know Dana?
I know her husband. Dennis, very funny man.
So I know I asked to be invited to the next chamber meeting, and Nicole said that she was putting on me a list. Oh, she started today. So maybe I could meet her at that meeting. Should I reach out to her before the meeting? I'm not sure when your next meeting is of the chamber. Oh, okay. So we'll coordinate with the chamber and with her about marketing and media. And there are opportunities for grants, for money available for marketing, and I don't know the terminology. I'll just say plan, but you know, to have the logo, to have the slogan, to have swag, you know, so maybe I can start with her and we could bring something back to you guys on that, but it just stuck out for me that, you know, especially moms for trunk or treat, if we put something out there, we're probably missing them.
Yeah.
So that was a takeaway from yesterday.
So would this be a Town of Winthrop Instagram page?
Well, I'm not sure on that either because we don't have our own Facebook page right now. We post something on the towns. And I had mentioned to Anthony, he said, just for right now, don't try to create a separate Facebook page because there's already a town one. So we need someone who understands the big picture of how this works instead of starting to piecemeal. So I don't know if Dana would have some input into that, like we should create a separate website. We should, you know, and I can put some of that out to the other downtown committees or the other downtown organizations as well as to how to start that. But making sure we're hitting our demographic.
We have a town website, right?
We have a town website.
We're developing one for the Historical Society and, you know, all of those could possibly carry that information to a degree too.
And we'll hyperlink, of course, your website into the town website. Yeah. Well, I don't know if there's one person that oversees this for the town because the school has a website, the library has a website, we have a website, you're gonna have a website. It seems like maybe there could be some coordination.
Absolutely, yeah.
Working with Linda Easterbrook.
You are.
around here.
Do you have any thought, oh, 7th, do you have any thoughts on marketing and coordinating with other entities in the town, Matt? If not, that's fine. We could, oh. Consolidation. Because I think the Y has a separate website too.
Yes, I think that's.
Do you think this is something that should be addressed at the chamber meeting? Is there another venue you think? I don't think that we would be the overseers of that. I think we'd be one of the pages or links. So maybe we could have that discussion at the chamber meeting and I could bring whatever information back to you. Okay. So, because I was thinking about promotion of trunk or treat, you know, just how in this article, and then when they said that yesterday, I thought, oh, it's not going to hit the trunk or treat folks probably. Anyway, so okay, that's on our radar. So then I'll ask Deb and Anthony to post that article. And right now, all I know is to do is Facebook and the town webpage, unless there are, you know, mass email lists, or if there's others that you all are aware of that we could start with.
Citizens of Winthrop, Maine.
That's right, that Facebook page, okay?
Is there a community happening page too? I see that.
Funny you mentioned that, because I was thinking if we did an Instagram, if it wasn't going to be the town of Winthrop, it could be Winthrop happenings or something.
Oh,
That's kind of behind the scenes of the town, but it highlights everything that's happening in the town that would be beneficial for businesses and the citizens. And
we've talked some about that, like what kind of a calendar would be inclusive, right?
right.
And my understanding is TikTok, we want to hit up TikTok as well. So I can ask Dana about that TikTok, Instagram, and a Facebook page that says community happenings. Is that what you were just saying? You said that there might be one and I might have lost that.
And you think it's Winthrop?
Community. Is my phone right here?
Oh, so Matt said that they've sent out to our marketing lists, or the member list, okay. So the trunk or treat, they've been notified of the trunk or treat?
Winthrop, Maine community happenings.
Oh, I just got he said they did, and it's in their newsletter, and I just got that. I clearly have not read through the entire thing yet. What did you say it was? Winthrop?
Winthrop, Maine community happenings. No,
Now, is that the one where they post things like the planning board's doing a horrible job? Is that the one they?
that's the citizens of Winthrop.
Okay, all right, so,
There's just citizens of Winthrop, Maine,
okay.
and that's.
So it would be nice if it was something that was just more
Right.
factual and positive, but I know you don't have control about that, of that.
I get naysayer.
Yep.
I think we can avoid that.
I have a question for Matt. So Andrew Delaney, Officer Delaney said that they were going to approach businesses downtown and put flyers. They had made a poster and they were going to talk to the business owners. Now, they're not all chamber members, is my understanding. So I can ask him who they've approached to see if there's a gap. Or is that something that you all are participating in? What kind of overlap is there there? And is there any assistance needed? You have the flyers, okay. Okay. Just gonna make a note for now. Because I want to talk to, so Andrew may have either himself or have someone going around. Okay, I'll ask him. Can you guys read that? Okay.
Pretty much.
Make it bigger. Guess maybe that was the biggest. Okay, so their posters are, oh, Lonnie Steves, okay. Oh, they said that yesterday as well, a QR code. So there's a poster, it has a QR code and you, and that'll take you right to, so Lonnie and Andrew were working together. So I guess I'll send out a joint email and copy you to ask about the status of what businesses have been approached. Does that sound practical? Hey. Okay. Does anyone think it's not practical? That would be the follow-up is I'll email Matt, Andrew, and, okay, Lonnie. Oh. Just to
Never
see,
knows what.
and do the businesses, do they want to be limited to downtown? So this is something I would be more of a, well, actually, Kevin, you might have some input on this. So do we want to put the posters in other places in town? Or is this like, oh, this is the first it's in this location, let's not, you know, open it up too much more and then it turns out to be overcrowded? Or what do you think about other businesses outside of the downtown if we should post? What's your
Well, I mean, I think
capacity?
everybody has the opportunity to do whatever they like to do.
Yep.
This, to me, this focus is on the municipal lot down here, where they're gonna have majority of the event, let's say, right, the trunk or treats. But I mean, you know, if Walgreen wanted to have something outside of their facility, or somebody wanted to do something someplace else, I don't see any issues with that. That's on them, you know what I mean? It's not part of the event, I don't think. Because I know what Andrew's concern was that, you know, it be controlled,
Yes, yes.
right?
So I was thinking just in terms of where to have it posted.
Oh,
But so Matt just said that, so he's downtown, he's got a storefront downtown. So he's handing out a candy out of the office and they are asking other businesses to do the same.
But from an advertising standpoint, I would think you'd want to hit Hannaford and Walgreens and any places where people kind of are going through doors if they're paying attention.
You should say that. Do you want to give an update on?
go right ahead.
So this morning, I got schooled a little bit in sales and we went up to Hannaford and to Walgreens, asked to speak to the manager, supervisor, and asked about donations and got some information. And we'll be following up on that and hopefully getting donations. Hannaford said they could at least do a $50 gift card. If you wanted more, you had to submit something to their headquarters.
Yes, yeah.
So we'll at least get the 50 and I'll look into the whole, what the other element consists of. And Walgreens is going to get back to us, but I have the woman's name, so we can follow up if we don't hear from her. I gave her my card. So those were two, but I told Kevin, I have enough confidence now in how he worded things to, because I was a kid and I sold Girl Scout stuff and band stuff door to door, but I've not been a salesperson in any official capacity. So I got a little confidence boost this morning, so now I'll go ask
Good.
anybody. So Audette's was one that came up today. Matt, do you know if Audette's has been asked or is aware of this? The trunk or treat? Not sure, okay. So when I email Lonnie and Andrew, I can ask, that'll come out in that conversation. All right. I just went off on a tangent.
We were still talking about the benches.
So, and I guess the whole marketing piece got into the whole, there's this article, I want to get it into the public's view, and this awareness. So that's kind of where I got, off into the social media. So if you guys have any ideas, I'll take those. Otherwise, I will talk to, well, I want to post that in the next day or two. I guess in the short term, we'll do it on Facebook and the town website and see if Anthony or Deb, the town clerk, have any ideas. And then we can talk to the chamber person and see if there's a way to expand, because we want to know going forward, right? Like this is one update and hopefully we'll be doing newsletters or updates or however. There's two of these organizations, two neighborhood ones near me now, Allen's Corner and Woodford's Corner, and I get emails from them quite a bit. Not so much that it's overwhelming, but like while we were sitting here, I got one on a Corner Fest, a festival this weekend. And so we do need to start, and they have their own website. We need to start getting people either on an email list or, signed up for the newsletter, however that looks, so we can start communicating. And again, we'll start with the chamber person and see what her thoughts are.
Did you know that the bench by the History Center got moved?
The what?
Bench by the History Center Island, we call it.
Yeah.
Got moved a week and a half ago. Scarecrow on it, and Linda Easterbrook's pleased that it was in front of hers, and we don't know who moved it.
Do you know where it went?
Yeah, it just went down in front of her building.
So Pat took a picture of a scarecrow on a bench, but it looked like it had been blown over. So on here, I put location of existing new benches. So I went and took photos of everything and I marked up, I just have a hand marked sketch and I was going to just, add it, to an image, and share that. And I have images of each one as well. So that will need to be changed. Is it in a less desirable location?
No, not necessarily, but I think there's two side by side. Or maybe they were having a conversation and there were more than two people and they just decided they'd move the bench. We haven't moved it back.
Yeah. Well, one of the things I wanted to ask under the bench discussion is, we talked about the town council has a bench policy and asking them to separate the Norcross Point from downtown. And I talked to Anthony, he said that would be fine. I just have to put a memo together. But I'd like someone from the committee to come to whatever meeting that will be in support of that request. It doesn't have to be one of you two, but, when we have more people, whomever, or everyone who's willing to come.
Be back.
Yeah, yep. You just make sure she's not here and not get let in. Oh, okay, so Matt has some more comments. Okay, not door to door. Post on the Facebook page. Okay. So I'm going to put together a memo about going to the council. I'll share a draft of that with the committee and see what agenda Anthony thinks will be on, and then put that out there as to who might be available. And, okay. I can tell you that on Monday night, this coming Monday, Dot St. Hilaire, she was here at the last meeting. She's heading up the Scarecrow contest. She did submit an application and she's on the council agenda to be appointed. So the next topic is Halloween.
Benches?
Unless you all have more, I mean, you all had decided where you wanted to put them, so I guess I'm gonna do a little footwork, get more background information, and then if you guys want to discuss that in the future as to, because I have the inventory of existing benches too, because maybe some others need to be moved or.
Coming, and how many total we're doing?
We did the 4. And we have not had further discussion. The idea was get something out there. And so there was also that, so there's the article, but then also the potential of having folks take a picture with the scarecrow on the bench and posting it. So I know there was one that was kind of falling over. Is there, do you see, are there others around that maybe we could do that to start it? Okay. So I'm going to see about starting that. We'll do it first. Okay.
I think the one by the municipal parking lot across the street from the History Center, that'd be a great one, I would think.
Okay.
Maybe do that if we're gonna light up the tree and all that good stuff.
So we're going to take the first photo of a scarecrow on the bench and try to start that. We'll do the hashtag, see, and we'll post it on the different.
Scarecrow used to have a head, a hat.
Did it?
It did.
I saw it
I didn't see it today when I went by.
a couple days ago.
Yeah, I
There's a
didn't.
scarecrow on that bench, and he had a hat on now.
Yeah, I didn't see it this morning, so maybe it fell off the back. I don't know.
Few days. Anyway. Very interesting. Okay, two things that Pat wanted to make sure I mentioned. Were the solar light, the tree. She said you're looking at solar light?
He had sent me a link and I have not followed up on this because I was going to get the correct link from him. And in the meantime, I think it was Pat and yourself, someone was looking online, found some, but they weren't solar. So I need to do some work on that, but I will get that done this week because I know we need to get them in hand.
And the second thing it was she wanted us all to know that she has the vendor for a drink vendor, Queen Night. She told me his name. It's Spanish and I wouldn't have a clue how to spell it.
I have it because I emailed it to Andrew. Pamela, no, I guess it's not important because I guess I don't have the
Got it.
email.
So that's all that matters.
Then I saw another one on Facebook that was posted the other day and they were in the parking lot. I didn't see them, but they posted that they were there and it's, Rebel Dogs, they're hot dogs. So I,
She did her, she had hot dogs when we had our yard sale at the History Center.
yeah,
She's usually at the beach. So people are aware of.
okay. I did go through the town clerk's list of people that they've had. There wasn't too many, and I sent the information to Andrew. So I will follow up with him and see where he's at, because there was someone, maybe you remember, Kevin, that he was talking about some vendor that said, hey, we do this for nonprofits. And
Darling's ice cream truck.
so I guess I was under the impression that he was going to look into that, but I'm not sure. So I'll follow up with him on the status of food vendors.
And the last thing she wanted to let us all know is the night of the Scarecrow Festival. She's gonna go out very early with her grandchildren because they're little, but she will be working after that, all of us,
Okay.
in whatever we need to do.
We should probably coordinate so we're not all wearing
Yeah.
the same costume.
Oh, yes. Right. Okay. So do we want to, well, treat candy donations and,
So Kevin also reached out to Dunkin' Donuts to get contact information to see if they could help us out. So Dunkin' Donuts, Walgreens, and Hannaford were the ones this morning. I will communicate with Andrew. I have to keep remembering Andrew and Lonnie are the one. I guess Andrew really is primarily so I will reach out to him, tell him, that we may have some donations and see where they're at and what assistance they may need. I should have checked in with him this morning to bring that information. I apologize. It didn't occur to me. So as of right now,
29 days. We'll put them to good use.
and you mentioned that you were going to get some candy. Did you say that? Someone told me they were going to get 1,000 pieces of
I
candy.
did, yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, we'll see what we can get donated.
Okay.
Probably a lot of bubble gum. It's good for the sidewalks, I think.
Yes, people hate me so much.
You get the wrappers and then you get the gum.
Just kidding, if anyone listens to this, just bing.
Okay.
Okay, so
And
I'll,
The scarecrows, I'm already seeing some, so that apparently people have already put thumb up.
yeah,
The rest of us haven't done ours, like the History Center, we haven't done ours yet, but we always do. So that will be in the next week because our meeting
I have to take a walk downtown and check them out. And I also wanted to talk to Nick Shelton, so, is it Nick Shelton, right, the art walk? As far as the corn stalks, he said in the past, they hosted an event. Apologize, I can't think of the name of it. Where they, as part of that, there were people who joined in, signed up for it. And I think some of the funds, I don't know if they use their own funds as well, but they got corn stalks and they put it up for that Mystic Festival.
Yes, yes, he started that, I'm gonna say it's 3 years ago. We've always participated, everybody downtown, I think. And I don't know. And he started that.
Yeah. So that's where the corn, because I don't think we were quite, or I wasn't quite sure as a result of conversations.
Did with that money, but that's
Part of it, it sounds like at least.
great. He was just trying to get more people. All of us downtown businesses or organizations to participate. So
Yeah.
that-
Is that event happening this year? I haven't heard anything about it, and I apologize, Matt, I didn't look at the newsletter to see if it's in there.
I know that he's been. He usually does, he will be really soon.
Okay. If it happens before before our Halloween, you think?
Can't really remember, but definitely November.
Okay.
So that's, and the fairy lights and the sign and banners are on us.
So signs and banners, we're still hoping that maybe, well, Hannaford and Walgreens did say no.
Cola and Pepsi.
So were you gonna call them? Okay.
Oh.
And then when you have the contact information for Dunkin' Donuts, if you want me to call them or however that works, I don't want to put it all on you.
Big banner.
Doesn't go over the street, it goes in the.
Because we have to get permission from the state if we did over the street.
Oh, that's right.
So if there's homecoming and stuff, they don't do that? Or like the Christmas parade or homecoming, they don't?
You could do it on your own, so they could put it like going across a Rambler Road like that.
But not Main Street?
You know, the road that goes through the parking lot of the police department. You can't put it on Main Street without permission from the state, and that's an act of Congress,
Yeah,
literally.
okay.
Tonight is the.
6
Tomorrow
o'clock.
morning I'll be having like
Have at it, sister.
that.
We got a sweeper coming tomorrow,
Is it homecoming? Is that
tonight.
tonight at 6 o'clock?
They do it.
6
I love that they celebrate.
Bonfire up at the pool, I guess.
If you're gonna up ticker tape all over Main Street, parents come down and clean it up the next morning.
Take care of it.
I know you will. That hasn't happened in
I've
the
already,
past.
I've already told Monmouth I want the sweeper back first thing in the morning. Got Barney gonna run it.
And I had,
Will be very happy.
I sat in on a chamber meeting, and one of the questions that was asked, and I followed up with Kevin and let them know, is that when there's an event, right now, he doesn't have the means to have like regular cleanup of like weed whacking and some of the things downtown. So when there's an event that we really want to make sure that it is, we contact him in advance. So that the chamber is aware of that, as well as the fact that Matt's here. But like, so anything that we do, we want to make sure that,
Hopefully, the Winthrop High School Parent Nation, whatever they're calling themselves, should be aware of that also. Because they do a lot when the kids like win games and, you know.
yeah. Okay.
And I know I'm not the only one concerned about that.
I haven't seen it the next day. I'd be curious to. I have string for the corn stalks. See, we're rocking and rolling.
Okay.
Fairy light signs and banners. So I have a lot of things to follow up, I feel like, and then I'll send an email in advance. I'm not going to wait till the next meeting is to like, here's some status updates. But the newsletter, let's see. So I was going to ask for an update if there were any updates on the Scarecrow contest from Dot, but she's not here today, so we know that they are going up. And then this was the email that you had sent me about the lights, and I hadn't followed up with you to get, because the link brought me to not these products, it brought me to someplace else. I don't know if they took that product down, sometimes that happens. So maybe I can catch you when we're done here.
I have to leave in just a few minutes because I have an
Okay.
interview at 3.
Oh, then I will catch you.
3 o'clock.
Okay,
I'm usually around.
okay. I got an email, and Matt, I don't know if you got this as well. So it was an email that didn't, it just says, Dear Sir or Madam, but it was from Echo Ridge K9, and they were asking if we wanted to have a dog demonstration event in our town. So I can provide this information to you all, but I guess initially I looked at it and I thought, is it this committee that would be if it was something downtown? I just have questions as opposed to suggestions, but I know that I was part of the agility training. There was a presentation on agility training in dogs, and it was quite well attended. So I didn't know if this is something that would be popular, if you think that I should pursue any information on a dog demonstration somewhere in town or downtown. You want me to just forward it to you to start? Or would you like me to pass it to someone else?
My sister's very involved in that kind of stuff locally, so
Rosalind Parkhurst. Her address is in Richmond, Maine.
you, if you send it to me, I can. He does that.
Yep.
Didn't have children. There's advantages to that.
Wife has both.
We did too.
And I've mentioned before having an event, a community event for a repair cafe. A repair cafe where you take things out of the waste stream and you create an event where people come into the day. And they're all over. It's not, I didn't create the idea. And people bring things that need to be repaired, and you have to recruit people who like maybe have a little electrical knowledge and can fix a lamp or some carpentry skills or, you know, whatever it is. So you ask for people who have some affinity to fix things, and then people bring things. And I had someone reached out to the Conservation Commission because I think it's Hallowell Conservation Commission held one. So our Conservation Commission talked to her about it, and the Conservation Commission, you know, had a discussion about that feedback, and they decided it wasn't really something that they would support it, but they wouldn't spearhead it. So I am still interested in doing that, and there's a gentleman locally who wants to help with that. So just as an aside,
That sounds interesting.
yeah, and Richard at the library, I had talked to him about it. They loaned tools. They loaned some power tools. So it seemed kind of like a good fit. So I'd still like to ferret out who the stakeholders are and pursue that.
That'd be a good winter or spring Saturday thing to do.
Yeah. Yeah, and just getting the idea, like you could have some facts and figures and get into people's head that there's no land of away when they put the garbage at the curb or the transfer station. Yeah, there's no magic place that's going, so all the resources. So yeah, so, okay, so then it sounds like Conservation Commission, and I've mentioned it here before, there seems some general support, so I'm gonna leave that on the list. And this was my map that I had just hand marked about, you know, benches and planters, so I'll work on that. So the wish list survey, I will get some more information. Is that something you think that is even something we should consider for Halloween? Do I just not have enough information to really have you contemplate that? Is there something we want to do at the trunk or treat as far as like give something out aside from Keithy. How would we talked about, and I don't recall how we said we were going to promote the fact that it was the downtown organization. I wish we had some kind of pin or swag that, to hand out, but we don't have a logo or, you know.
I think there should be something, mission statement, values, what we're looking to do. So when people come up and go, who are you? Oh, we're Winthrop Revitalization Downtown Committee, whatever it's going to be.
Yep.
And say, here's a one pager. And are you a local business? Well, come to some meetings, please. Step up and have a voice and help us make some improvements.
I think that's a good idea.
But just something a flyer that we could give to people, to parents. Say who we are, what we're trying to accomplish, and, you know.
Ideas and
Yes.
I'm not the chair, I just yammer a lot.
If you have people that are going to be voting on the scarecrows that night, why not make half of it the ballot on the bottom half and half of it the mission statement? They rip it off, they're gonna see it, they're gonna read it, and they handed the ballot to vote on the, right?
Yeah.
I don't know what Dot is using for a ballot, if they've already been printed or anything, but I
it
think
was
it's
just
a
an
great
idea.
idea. I can follow up with
'Cause
her.
that way it's killing two birds with one stone, and it's probably gonna get read, because
Yeah.
they got the ballot.
it should, yes.
So we'd have to have that and something to hand out because not everyone. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for this morning. I really appreciate it.
Hey, I'm sorry.
Fine.
Thank
See
you.
On the 15th.
He's got so much on his plate and he went around to the stores with me. It was, yeah. He always says he feels like he always says no, but he does say no, but then he says, but we could do, I think it's great. Okay, so I'll reach out to Dot and ask her the status because that would be, I think that would be good. We could also print like something on cardstock or something, but, I mean, I could draft something, but would we wait until the next meeting and have everyone look at it? I mean, I wouldn't do it without having everyone else approve it, but how time-wise, what do you think?
14 days, 15 days.
After the next meeting? Okay.
Because it's 15th, so we're not doing this till the 31st. That's a tight timeline for you, maybe?
No, because I would,
We print them here?
depends on what it is that if it was just on paper or cardstock, we could print it here. Because we have color with black and white. But if we wanted anything that was glitzy or, something different, and we don't have a budget for that, so I think we'll probably print it here unless it's donated. And moving forward, we could approach, there's a printing shop in town and ask them if like, say we're having a public forum and we did want something a little bit, last year, maybe they could help us out with that.
Well, the only reason I asked is because we, and I know other organizations do, is use copies at separate branches. They're
Okay.
about helping with, what you want it to say
Oh,
and if you have pictures or they make suggestions.
you know what? Anthony has taken some training on AI and now he takes stuff when he puts memos and emails and things together, because he's taken some of my stuff and run it through. He runs it through AI for improvement. So at a minimum, I would draft something and put it through AI
No,
and then see what you guys think.
It's a fantastic tool.
Yeah, it is.
because we are going to have to pay.
And the office supplies come out of the general fund. There's not, like, each department has a line item for that. So I'll just confirm with Anthony that would be okay for now, Okay. All the, not yet.
Okay.
We had there's money for the annual, I think it's $500 to be a municipal member. And there's some training opportunities, which I'm going to forward to you. There's a couple of hours of consulting. I'll resend that because that was a long time ago. I'll send that out so you can see what the benefits of that are. So for right now, but I do have a draft budget that, I mentioned subcommittees on here and I was thinking that might be, I don't know if that's something everyone wants to discuss or if there's a subcommittee of members. I guess we don't have so many members right now that a subcommittee is very practical.
Very
So maybe I'll just put that on the next agenda. Okay. So a handout to people in general at the event that talks about. I just am thinking about what, what,
Right.
something
I
fun.
mean, I don't think you want a whole page like this necessarily, because, these are parents, they're gonna have all these kids, all that candy, and chaos will be,
Maybe
walked
card
in
stock,
that night,
the third
so
or a half.
maybe, yeah, no more than a half.
You know what? I will reach out to the Main Street, main downtown.
Yeah.
So we don't have to reinvent the wheel. I just thought of that. Okay.
Thing they can slip in their pocket or their candy bag.
Yeah.
To look at later.
Yeah.
And I think it's a good idea to do it on paper, because I know I went home and put.
I'm thinking cardstock over regular paper would be a little more durable, but okay, let's see what Main Downtown Center suggests. That was really helpful yesterday. It was energizing,
Oh, I bet.
like people brought questions and things they're grappling with, but also some of the stuff that was just par for the course for them. I'm taking notes like, oh, I hadn't thought of that. So yeah, it was good. So I wrote down to forward you whatever that training opportunity that they're encouraging folks to come, get that out to you.
And maybe for the printing, if you're talking to Anthony about budget, maybe it's 25 or 50 copies, something small. And maybe if we could do something like Matt did and set up a QR code. So if we run out, we can say, here's the QR code, where's your phone? And just show that to them. And then they can go to this, if we've got it posted somewhere.
Yeah, so we should have something yeah, that's a great idea. I know personally, if I saw something that, I'd probably do the QR code instead and not.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
Probably younger than I am. I have paper.
I like paper for a lot of things, but I also don't like
Only
to come
phone.
home with a pile of scraps and even business cards. I went to something recently and someone had a card with a QR on it and they didn't hand their cards out. They just showed you their business card and yeah.
And now you just bring, if you've got iPhones, you bring your iPhone up to it and it transfers the information immediately. So do you want to, yeah.
We need a tutorial for that.
I'm a droid, so I did not know that. There might be something with droid, but I'm not familiar. So I'm all over the place and you are running the meeting. I apologize. Is there anything else that you would like to talk about that I've not touched on?
I can't think of anything.
Okay.
The only thing that I can think of, and it's just making me crazy that the local businesses aren't engaged in these discussions, is the town has to have a list of everybody that has a business license, I assume, right?
Yep.
I would assume they've got contact information and email addresses,
I get a mailing list.
a mailing list or emails, and just start doing some blasts. Here's the results of here's what we were discussing at the meeting. Here's the meeting minutes. Anything along those lines to start putting something in their inbox so that they're going, something's happening here. Maybe I want to stand up and.
I've asked people if it's okay to put their name on the list when I send out, but it's not the same thing. We need a tool that, like you're talking about, email blasts. And
Yeah, it just leaves everybody's name out.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to ask Main Downtown Center about that too, because maybe they have something that exists that I'm not aware of.
I think that through Word, I think there's a way to hide the distribution list of who it's going to. Or you can create your own downtown mailing list and it'll have everybody's email address, but all people would see is it's the downtown distribution.
When I remembered, I put a blind copy and sent it to myself, but there were times I didn't do that. I would really like to do text as well. Like I get notices from the city of Portland via text. And it's just a link and it goes to where all the information is. So
But do people need to sign up for those links? Because usually when you sign up, it says you've got to pay for your data and, all those disclaimers that go with it.
There is a notification on the bottom of my email. I put it, You can go to the town's website, maybe you already have, there's, on the main page, there's a little bell for alerts, and you click on it, and then you can sign up for whatever notices you want.
Right.
But I think that's only email. If it was text, they probably would have to go through all that, and we could direct people. I put it on my email to try to remind people to do it, because I think a lot of people don't realize. And Portland sends out one on Friday, and it's like a summary of boom, 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 and then if you're interested in more detail, you click on each one. But it's like the headlines. I know there's a fine line between clever and stupid of getting people information without overwhelming them, so they just stop looking. All right, I feel like I have a lot of action items. The next meeting's in 2 weeks. Is there anything else you want to?
I had just those things from Pat.
And I did look, I spent some time on Amazon looking at for those lights, and there are solar lights, but there was nothing that
Multicolor.
multicolored. Or that you could change from Halloween colors to
Thanksgiving
Christmas
to
colors.
Christmas
Right.
to Easter.
So then, do we consider ones that aren't solar? So supposedly there's plugs in each of the lamp posts. Nicole said that they didn't all work. And I don't know if Kevin is aware of that, but each lamp post apparently has an outlet.
Oh,
But for the tree, I don't know if there's any outlets around there, if we'd have to run a cord.
It must, because they put those stars up last year and the wires were up above, high up on the poles.
Maybe they are working now.
Maybe they are now.
I liked the solar because it's solar
Right.
and because they're on timers and you don't
Yes.
have to worry.
Well, there must be something with those stars because they weren't on during the day.
I'll ask,
Yeah,
hold on a
what's
second.
that about?
I
Let
did,
me ask you this. It seems to me that the priority was on the ability to change colors without having to take them down and put them up. The solar was a nice option, but,
Said, yes.
okay. Does that make sense to you?
yes, and they do have those. They're just electric versus solar.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, we can do so much more with the different colors. All right, so I'm going to ask Kevin about the light pole outlets.
Kevin will see to it that they're not leaning over, I'm sure.
It seems like putting a lot of stuff on those.
And then the tree, is there an outlet out there? Do we have to run a cord from someone else? I'll see what,
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
know.
okay. All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Appreciate you coming. And I know Matt had to skip out. He had another meeting, so.
Right.
But thank you all very much.
Till next time.
Now I need to go pay my taxes.